Okay, so here we have a problem that we need to simplify or evaluate this expression. So we have fractions with differing denominators here. So if you recall, in order to add or subtract fractions, we must have a common denominator. So the first step is to build these fractions up so they all have the same common denominator. Well, the smallest number that all four of these denominators will divide into is 44. So what I'm going to do here is rewrite each one of these fractions with a denominator of 44. So if I were you, I would pause this video and see if you remember how to do this on your own. Because this skill is going to be very helpful to you, even though this particular problem is about 4th or 5th grade is when you originally learned to do this. This skill, this thought process, is the same when we have algebraic fractions, in other words, fractions that contain variables and not just numbers. So pause the video and see if you can build these fractions up to each have a denominator of 44. Then come back and check. Okay, so building these fractions up, what you do each time is multiply by a well-chosen 1. So if I can squeeze this in, this may be a little tight to squeeze in here. In order to get 44 in the denominator of that first fraction that's starting off with an 11, you need to multiply by 4 over 4. 4 over 4 is 1, so we're not changing the value because multiplying by 1 doesn't change anything. So multiplying by 4 on the top makes 16 over 44. And then the second fraction we would have to multiply by 11 over 11. So 11 over 11 gives us 11 over 44. Then 2 over 2 in order to get a 44 in the denominator. So 2 times 10 makes 20 for the numerator. And the last one, I can't really squeeze that in, so I'm just going to kind of draw an arrow here. Multiplying by 22 over 22 will do it. So now let's simplify here. So we have a negative 16 over 44 minus 11 over 44. So that is negative 27 over 44. And then subtracting, and then what's inside the brackets? Well, we have negative 20 over 44 minus a negative, and you recall minus a negative, this turns into adding a positive, so negative 20 over 44 plus 22 over 44 makes 2 over 44. So now we have negative 27 over 44 minus 2 over 44, so this is negative 29 over 44. And that will do it. Well, we cannot reduce this fraction because there is no GCF, greatest common factor, between the 29 and the 44, so we can't reduce this one. So I hope that helps you out.